All right. I'm going to start us off with our devotional this morning, and the one that I'm going to read is over divine direction. Get the right one pulled up. It says, every day we make choices that shape our life story. What would your life look like if you let godly principles guide those choices? If someone asked you to tell your life story, what would you say? You might start with where you were born, how you were raised. You might mention your first love. Maybe you talk about the big move your family made or when you left for college. If you're married, you might describe how you met your spouse. If you're not married, you might describe why. If you're a parent, you might scroll through some of the photos on your phone and show off your family. Or maybe you describe your career path. What's in your story? Most of us have chapters we'd rather not share with anyone. Maybe you've ended up somewhere you never wanted to be. You didn't mean to blow it, but you did. You made decisions that took you farther than you ever intended to go. You did some things that cost you more than you ever thought you'd have to pay. You hurt people, you compromised your values, you broke promises. You did things you feel like you can't undo. Your story is not over. It's not too late to change the story you want to tell one day. The good news, your story is not over. It's not too late to change the story. Regardless of what you've done or you haven't done, your future is unwritten. You have more victories to win, more friends to meet, more of a difference to make, more of God's goodness to experience. Whether or not you like the plot so far, with God's help, you can transform your story into one you are proud to share. Here's one way to change your story: start something new. No matter how uncertain, afraid, or stuck you may feel right now, your story continues today. What will you start today? Praying daily with your spouse, reading a YouVersion Bible plan every day, going to counseling to deal with unresolved issues, living with a greater generosity, serving at your church or in your community? Now is a good time to jot it down. Open your notes and record your thoughts. Don't overthink this, but do take a moment to get on paper just a sentence or two. Ask yourself, what do I need to start doing to move in the direction of life, of the story I want to tell? And I feel like being at the beginning of the month, we talk so much about setting your goals. And I think that this is a really good thing to add that. We have our goals, but what do I need to start doing to move in the direction of to live the life of a story that I want to be able to tell? And just like I said, it's not too late to change your story of the story that you can tell. No matter where you're at, or what you've been dealt, or what you're going through, with God's goodness, we are able to change that. It said you had more victories to win and more of a difference to make. And I feel like we can do that so much with Plexus, with giving them the opportunities. And if you don't like your plot, with God's help, I think that we completely have to have God's help that you can transform your story. So with this business, I feel like we're giving opportunities to people who they didn't even know that they existed. I was watching a Diamond documentary yesterday and I shared it, and I know, like, I hear it so much with the Plexus opportunity. It opened doors that people didn't even know that they were looking for. And so many people don't even realize that they can dream, that they can have these opportunities and so when you're introducing this to them, you may think they don't want the business, they just want the products, but you have no idea a lot of times where they're at in life. And you introducing this business side to them could give them possibilities that they never thought existed. I know with this business from my family, it has opened so many doors that I never thought could exist. I still think every day, I can't believe this is the life I'm living. I can't believe that I'm able to bring this income, go on these trips, do this all while being home with my kids. We're so trained to think you go to work, you take care of your family, that's just what you do. But we are introducing people to an opportunity and to dreams that they didn't know that they could have. And I feel like showing them that they can rewrite their story, that they don't have to be stuck in a job that they don't like, that they don't have to feel the way they feel, because our products are going to change that. We are opening so many doors for them. So I feel like every day that we need to ask, what do we need to do to rewrite our story, or to do this, to be able to tell the story that we want to, and we need to do everything with God's glory every day.
That was really good. And going off of the opportunity, I feel like even this month is so much proof of what's possible with this business. And our family is our girls, please stop. They're fighting. Our family is proof that of what's possible with Plexus. And we're also proof of people that had no idea that we were actually looking for a different opportunity. We were praying for things to be different, but something like this landing in our lap is something that none of us actually expected. And as we just continue to grow, you can see the snowball effect of that. And I really want to take some time and I want to congratulate a lot of you this month. We had a killer month this month. So many of you guys had hit these incredible ranks. We have so many successful people in this business, and that's proof of two things. It's proof that this business and this opportunity can be for anyone, and it's proof that our system works if you put your head down and you work the system. So sharing some of the rank ups from my team, Amanda Robinson hit Emerald this month. Y'all, that is a huge, huge accomplishment in this business. Emerald. I'm so proud of her. It was so fun being right there beside her, whatever. She like finally got it. That moment. Love the moment. We had several senior rubies. We had Crystal Vaughn, Michelle Exley, Grace Koch, Kara Hill, and Bryce Hill all hit senior ruby this month. Again, another huge accomplishment. That's not easy to get to senior ruby. So congratulations to all of you guys. Holden Robinson, which is Amanda's other leg, is ruby. So Amanda ranked up Emerald Ruby this month, which go look at the pay chart so you can see what they're bringing in at that together as a family. Dina Gilbert and Carol DeBerry both hit senior gold this month. Congratulations. We had several gold ambassadors, Tamara Dempsey, Lara Tubb, Sarah Adams, and Caitlin Berry, and Sarah Pounds. All of you guys hit gold. That is a huge step, and you guys can definitely continue that momentum to reach those next goals. Carol DeBerry's husband, Charles, went senior silver. Casey Frazier went senior silver. Clara Ross went senior silver. And Brittany Brown and Jamie Reese both went senior silver. And then we have several silver ambassadors this month as well. We have Andrea Moore, Katrina McGee, Lynette Patrice, Linda Hull, Laura Fortner, Susan Walters, Nancy Campbell, Amy Wilson, Lara Thorne, Stephanie Warman, Regina Clark, Logan Lowry, Jennifer Henderson, Brittany Poe, Joanne Matheson, and Shelly Robinson all went silver. Y'all, we had 40 rank advancements this month. And mom had 80. She had double that. And there was over 1,000 people across our team that decided to try these products for the first time and get started with Plexus. Guys, we are in this massive momentum right now. And there's a couple things that I feel like is creating this. One, we quit being quiet about the business. We started sharing about this business and we started showing you guys how this business worked. We would do things behind the scenes a lot of times and we knew what we were doing, but we weren't effectively teaching it to other people. And I feel like we finally have that plan in place where we are effectively showing that and it's working. You can just see right there how much it's working for other people. And if you are only sharing about the products and you're never mentioning the business, then you are going to have an entire team full of wholesale customers. There's nothing wrong with wholesale customers, but I know a lot of you guys have a vision of where you want to be in this company. You guys want to reach jewel level and you want to earn those Hawaii trips and you want to have the 6-figure income. And we cannot be being quiet about the business. For one, like Amanda said, we don't want to steal this from them because you have no idea what people are going through. And it's wrong to assume that they have no interest in the business. And maybe at the very moment, they don't have interest in the business, but a lot of times it's because of lack of belief in themselves, or they don't think they have time. And honestly, they have no idea what in the world they're being offered. So don't steal. Like I've noticed some people will sign up all of their people and then they don't plug them in at all. They don't put them in any chats. They don't put them in any groups. They don't check in with them anymore. They literally just steal it from them because they don't give them the opportunity to see if this is something they want to even be a part of. So make sure you're putting them in our Show Me Training Lounge. Make sure you're putting them in the chats. Make sure you're putting them in the health and happiness community. And you guys need to be in the Show Me Training Lounge, sharing that hope with other people, sharing those stories with other people so that they can see that this can be possible for them too, because your story might relate to somebody totally different than my story would. And like I said in the beginning, we are in this momentum right now. And I hope you guys took Sunday to rest. And I hope you got back to work on Monday, because whenever you have momentum like this, we can't just slack off for weeks or months at a time. We have to put our heads down and we have to continue. Again, if I'm talking to somebody that's like, okay, I really have no interest in this business and I just wanted my products paid for, then this isn't for you. But I know there's a lot of you guys that I'm talking to right now that have shared your goals with me and that you have big dreams for yourselves in this company and what's possible. And if you guys will stay diligent while you're in momentum and you continue to work and you continue to share that vision with other people, then it's going to continue to compound and you're eventually going to get to a point where you guys can sit there and you can rest and you don't have to work as hard and your team is going to grow and duplicate regardless of what you're doing. This month, I personally signed like 23 people. My team in general signed 426 people. That's what momentum is doing. And that's something that all of you guys can have. And that's what's possible for everybody else too. And mom, I'm sure she didn't sign 1,001 people herself. And again, another prime example. And two rank ups that I did not mention, I don't think they're on here, but my dad went Sapphire this month, which is huge. And Denise also went Sapphire this month. So we're hitting ranks all across the board. And next month, I'm hoping for some diamonds.
Yes.
All right, Bailey.
She had to walk away for a moment. She'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I know Kara said a little bit about they may have not been interested in the business before. And I feel like with my story, that was kind of what it was. Like, I didn't have kids or anything. Like, I wanted to be a teacher. That's what I've always wanted done. That was my goal. And so I went to college. I went to be a teacher. But even if you've someone wasn't interested before, don't be afraid to reach out for them because you never know what is changing. I was perfectly happy becoming a teacher. That's what I wanted to do. When I had kids, my plan changed. What I wanted, the desires that I had completely changed. And I just think that if this opportunity would have not have been, luckily my mom and sister already took off with this. So it was literally sitting there waiting for me. It was just waiting for me to step up and do it. But if this opportunity would not have been in front of me, to what I'm having to leave them every day, like, just, I'm so thankful that it was there. So now I was able to step into it. I was not ready when my mom introduced me to it. I was not ready. I was perfectly fine just doing a little bit, get my products paid for, making a little extra cash. But whenever I finally was ready, I'm now enrolled and it is completely changing my life.
Yeah.
Bailey, make it
One
back.
thing,
Go ahead.
whenever Plexus came to me, I had the opportunity that God literally showed me a vision. He showed me a vision that my whole family was going to be doing Plexus together, like succeed all the way to the top. He showed me that so clearly that I could never, ever, ever give up. And I was always in the girls, like, you've got to do this. You've got to do this. We can do this. This opportunity is here. And we had years and moments in our life where one of us, two of us, we would bounce back and forth. She's doing it. Oh, she's not, just different things. My sister, like, and then now all of a sudden within the last year, every single member of my family and my extended family, including Kara Hill, all of her family, like, I know he showed that to us. I know he showed that to me, and it's happening. So it's just, there is no end to what the opportunities we're going to see over the next years.
Yeah, I feel like it's just all God's timing. Everything he's doing right now. I just want to talk to you guys just a minute. Carrie touched on it a little bit. Just encourage you all to make sure you're plugging yourself in.
Okay.
Sorry, can you hear the background noise? So just really make sure you're plugging yourself in, because I know that we all need community. Hold on, bub. We need it just for the support for one another. And then also you want to be, Amber's playing the drums and it's yelling. He needs it.
Just a good reminder that you don't always have to create an excuse. You can just do it anyway. Like,
Yeah. There's always going to be something. You just got to push through and do it anyways, or otherwise you'll never be able to. Something will happen. But just really plug yourself in and then model that for your people and make sure you're plugging them in. Because like Kara and Amanda said, you don't want to steal this from somebody, because they don't hear all the stuff that we hear, and they haven't heard about it like we've heard about it. So we need to be inviting them to all of our groups, our health and happiness, our show me group, putting them in our chats, and then telling them about it personally and letting them know about the business opportunity, just like we're letting them know about the product, taking the products, because they are both life changing. So plug them in, and then plug yourself in so you can make sure that you're keeping yourself motivated and encouraged and learning from one another and helping other people, because it's hard to train your team and inspire and encourage them if you're not doing it yourself and plugging yourself in.
Think to whenever you are, when someone comments on one of your posts wanting information, you ask them, are you familiar with Plexus? Think how many people say no. Almost everybody I talk to says no, they're not familiar with Plexus. So then we introduce them to the products. So do you think they have any idea at all what this company is? They have heard of network marketing. Network marketing gets a bad name. They've heard of it. I had someone comment on one of my Emerald posts. I thought this was just another pyramid scheme, scam, whatever, but you and your family are really making this look exciting. There are so many network marketing companies out there, but Plexus compensation plan is so generous. This is such a generous company, and they definitely do it like no other. So if they had no idea what the products were, they have no idea what this business is, what they what they give us the opportunity to do. They just get network marketing in their head. So don't be afraid to reach out, because I promise you, they probably have no idea what it is.
Dad just said something real quick. He said, think about it. He said, there are 340 million people in this country. We're in other countries too, Plexus is. And there's less than 1 million that's in Plexus. So, I mean, and every year someone else becomes, when we started, Bailey wasn't even able, she wasn't even the age to sign up for Plexus now yet. And now look at her, her friends are joining her. It's their timing.
Mhm. Maggie, you're up.
I'm ready. And I wanted to follow up with what Bailey said. Encourage your team, and also don't be afraid to reach out to like other people within that team and share your tips of what's working for you. You know, you never know what could help somebody else. So today I'm going to talk about our product of the month, which is Edge. It's our energy supplement. It is all of the energy without the extra liquid. It has about the same amount of caffeine as a strong cup of coffee. It's a really, really good option for us to replace coffee or soda. The benefits of Edge are it is healthy, sustained energy, sharper thinking, improved mood, enhanced concentration and focus. And the ingredients are energy boosting theacrine, I think I'm saying that correctly, jitter busting L-theanine, and coffee robusta. It's 100% vegetarian, it's non-GMO, and when you order it this month, you get extra perk points. So you get 50 extra perk points when you order this product this month. And it would be just a great way, especially if you have a long drive or you have a long commute to work or anything, to take one of those and just get like a little bit of a mood boost and an energy boost. I personally sent this out to all of my current customers just to see if they wanted to try it this month.
You're muted. Okay. Also, to
Everybody froze. So I didn't know if you could hear me.
Oh yeah, we can. Oh, now you're good. Okay. Also, before we close this out, I want to make sure that you guys have seen the promotions going on. They're posted in the Show Me training lounge at the top of it. But if you sign up 2 or more people, you're going to start getting double business building bonuses on every single person that you signed up. So that is $55 per person that you signed up. Also, they are continuing to do the rank up, rise up. So if you are maintaining your rank, you are getting a bonus. If you are ranking up to a new rank, you are getting a double bonus. And if you re-rank, you get that bonus again for re-ranking. So if you were a senior gold ambassador and you fell back to gold, and then this month you re-rank senior gold points again, then you're going to get that senior gold bonus again. And if you're a senior gold ambassador and you're shooting for ruby, instead of $500, you're going to get $1,000 this month. So I know a lot of you guys rank to a new rank last month. So it's great to beginning of the month, put your plan in action and figure out how to get to that next rank. And if you are, so you can get the double bonus. But if you're fast starting, so if you're doing this within your fast start period, which is silver is 30 days, senior silver is 60 days, gold is 90 days, etc., then you're literally going to get triple the amount of money at that rank. So like if you fast start silver this month, you sign up 3 people, then you're earning $405. And with our system, and senior silver is $1,065. And with our system, if you are consistent and you work it the way that we teach you, and that you follow up and you do all the things and you don't slack up, that is 9 people this month that you have to sign up to earn $1,000. I think that I could easily show somebody how to earn $1,000 in 1 month with this compensation plan and with this opportunity. So again, just going back to sharing that business, all of your people that you have signed up, if they have never ever, like even if they signed up last October or whatever, if they have not, once they refer, that first person is whenever their fast start is going to start. So they have the opportunity to earn the triple rank. And if their fast start period is over, then they still get the double bonus. So that's still a super good perk. I think that's all of our promotions, as much as Starfruit Guap. No, the Starfruit Active Guap. Active is coming in welcome packs. One of the flavors Starfruit is, but that's like a $40 retail value. So that if I personally have been following up with everybody that I have talked to in, April, March, February, and letting them know that if they want to place their order this month, they're getting a free pack of Active. And then again, that's a really good just way to talk to everybody this month, is letting them know that they're getting 4 products instead of 3 products. So they're getting the 10% off, and then they're getting that Active as well if they're doing the $100 welcome pack. So I think that's all that we have for you guys today, unless somebody else wants to chime in and say anything. I do want to end. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say that follow-up is gold. I mean, it is literally like as important as you reaching out to new people. And that's hard, even hard for me sometimes you get in the mode of like, I talk to somebody new, make my post, get the comments, all of those things. But follow-up that's where your orders will come in faster, by you following up with all your people. And now you have another reason to follow up because of the Active. And, some people, especially like new people, oh, I don't want to bug them. Well, for me, I know if they will say yes to me, this could be the day that changed their life forever, because it's happened to thousands on my team. So I don't feel bad for following up. And a lot of times they appreciate you following them up. And if not, then if they don't answer, there will be a day probably where they're back in the.
Amanda had a really great. Oh, go ahead, Amanda.
I think I was going to say the same thing.
Go ahead.
I kind of shared a little bit in the chats, but I was following up with everybody. I mean, like months back this time, because I was getting enrolled. So all month long, I was working on follow-ups. And I started talking to this girl in September. When I gave her pricing, she ignored me. And I know we hear that a lot. I gave pricing, they never said anything else. And like, follow up. I followed up with her 5 or 6 times. She ignored me every single time. She never said anything, but she didn't block me yet, so I could still message her. So I followed up with her again. She's like, sure, what do I do? And she signed up, and now she's excited to get started. But when we talked in September, it wasn't the right time for her. She wasn't ready. She couldn't do it yet. But I just kept offering her our specials. And then now finally she was in a situation where she could do it. So since I followed up with her, I was back in her face, reminded her of it, because if they're not us, they're not thinking of Plexus every single day. So it's no matter if they ignored you after pricing, still follow up with them. You never know when they're going to be ready. And if they're not, they can say no, and you're still in the same situation. So it's no big deal. No big deal off. They say, no, I can't do it, or I don't want to do it. Okay, see you next month with my specials.
It's the same way with the business. There's 2 people on here. Crystal, I talked to her about the business for years, and it took her years to finally sign up and work the business with me. And she just went senior Ruby. Michelle Exley's on here too. And she literally said, oh, that's cute. Kara has a new hobby, whenever I introduced the business to her. And now she is also a senior Ruby ambassador. So it took her a couple months and she finally did it. But, again, just always like a reminder, like follow up, staying consistent, staying posting, stuff like that. It definitely matters, because there's lots of people that aren't ready at that time. But
Same with Lara. She told me that she wanted the product, she needed the products for herself, but she told me she couldn't sell anything and she didn't do it for a few months. And then whenever she started working a couple months ago, she set a goal and she has met her goal every single month. And the last month was to rank gold, and she ranked gold. When she started doing it, when she was ready to do it and started doing it, she took off with it.
so it's possible. And again, if you work our system, it's going to work for you. And just ending with, I am so incredibly proud of all of you guys. I feel so completely blessed and humbled and honored to be a part of this team. And I really am expecting even better things in May. I think we've got a lot of great things coming, and we're just beginning to see like the fruits of our labor. So
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
Just a little tip. Because I know we have a lot of new people on our team. I just want to encourage everyone that don't get frustrated or what was that word you said, Bailey? Don't take it personal when you do get several no's, because you may work 6 to 8 hours that whole entire day because you have so many comments to reply to. Because some of those sites, they will blow up. You'll get 50 to 100 comments. So I just want to remind you, don't take it personal when you get no after no after no, because 1 month or 2 months down the road, when you're doing those follow-ups, it will snowball and you won't be able to keep up. So stay encouraged with that.
those days are always fun. You guys have a great week. See you on Facebook.
See ya.